Hey everyone, good morning! Medyo malungkot ba ang sound today? magandang gabi. Magandang gabi. And mukhang nag-echo tayo dun. Alright, I hope I'm clear and loud for everyone. Let me change our real talk. No? Let me just slower down that negative, sort of a sad music because we're not gonna be here to be sad. Alright. Magandang hapon sa inyong lahat. This is Coach Miranda Minor and I'm actually streaming live here in Pasig, Santolan. So I'm actually looking at a very good view. Sobrang ganda ng Antipolo and Sierra Madre Mountain Ranges. Tanaw na tanaw sa balcony ni Coach Miranda Minor. No? So wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening sa ating mga usual members na nasa chat today. Si Richard Gomez, hello. Ex-Shanghera, thank you. Galamax. Sino yung nagpo-post na yan na si Chang Peng Zhao, si CZ? Sino yon? Thank you thank you sa promotion. Nakita ko yung promotion mo sa promotion sa Discord. Maraming salamat sa iyo. Thank you. Pinopromote mo na pakasama si Galamax yung ating show. So thank you. No? And then, since we're still early, we have 2 more minutes. Let me just do a couple of greetings here. So thank you sa mga bago. Damoyok, nabuhayan nung nagsalita si Coach. Ayan, so we changed na the music, Richard. Medyo creepy kasi nga real talk, medyo bloody yung Friday daw. Alright. Spender Sarah Pen. Hello, Coach. Hello, Nedo. Hello. Maria Isabel Valencia pa shoutout. Hello, good morning. Nida, kamusta? Kamusta na, Nida? Is everything okay? Hindi tayo nakapag-live sa Facebook, no? Later tonight we will do live. At guys, meron tayong special Friday treat galing kay Coach mamayang 10 o'clock, no? Ihanda nyo ang inyong mga cellphone. We will do a sort of a live battle of the brains. Ganyan. Meron tayong gagamiting technology and don't worry, you could actually access it without installing anything. Tapos paunahan kayo ng sagot, no? We will do a technology later at 10 o'clock. I will send to you the link. It's more of participation sa isa't isa sa inyo. And whoever wins, we will recognize, no? The system will recognize who's gonna be ever the winner. So, anyways, akala mo ayuda ramen? Alright, and then, of course, no, before 5 o'clock, I just wanted to also thank you everyone. Guys, hello. 14,000 subscribers. You are making everyone so proud, guys. We all, nag-start tayo ng April 15. April 15, you know, and today is what? June? June 5 or 4? June, let me check the date. June 4, no? So we're barely 1 month and 20 days and we already have 14,000 subscribers, guys. Thank you sa inyong support. And then greet ko na rin since napaka-supportive daw na wife, baka kasi anong mangyari dito kay Team Aim Arniel. So wife daw niya si Pearl. Hello. Sold out ang hodl mug. Correct. Sold out, guys, ang hodl mug. Inubos nyo. So sold out. We will be ordering another set of batch, no? Na-receive ko na today yung dumating na yung isang buong box ng initial orders natin. Thank you sa lahat ng nag-order. Meron akong nakita si Mark yata ito nag-order from Mindanao. Siguro it will take time to arrive, no? But antayin mo na lang, we will already ship that. Naka-pre-order tayo sa Shopee ngayon. If you are not yet aware of our Shopee, we actually partnered with a merchant called TravelGears_PH. Punta ka lang doon, look for Miranda Hodl Mug or just type Miranda HODL, you'll be able to find my mug. Okay? Just look for that. And then Ace Sporty Road to 20. Yes, I claim that. We claim that, no? Thank you. Kaya natin yan. Thank you kay Ex-Shanghera. Thank you, Bernadette, of course. Juan Miguel Galinato, solid coach. Congratulations. Thank you. Chrissy, thank you. Let's go silver play button. I-claim natin yan, ramen. Magpaparamin tayo, diba? O, nagka-silver play button. Alright. Damoyok, si Ate Hazelyn, nandito ka na ba? Sino si Ate Hazelyn? Alright. Road to YouTube silver button. Yes, we claim all of that, no? To God be all the glory. To God be all the highest glory, no? So we give Him all back all the glory. We're giving all, obviously, to our listeners and our students, yung ating Miranda University for free. And of course, if you wanted to do extra focus and attention, guys, grabe, tinitingnan ko yung module. Ako mismo, parang, alam mo yun, it's a labor of love, no? And ito ha, I will share this with you, no, because si coach kasi I've had an opportunity to travel in different parts of the world and get certified in many types of trainings, no. So marami, situational leadership, 4 disciplines of execution, maraming ganyang types of training that we're able to get in other parts of the world. We're very blessed, to God be the glory, we're very blessed to be able to travel in different parts of the world, in Singapore, in Canada, in the US, everywhere. And we're able to get all of those types of trainings. And I put it all here on this training. No? So it's really gonna be, if you love the Miranda University because it's all there, I'm sure I will tell you, you will love the Miranda Elite University for beginners and intermediate. We're gonna be focusing on, I will give you everything that has been part of my experience, no? And everything in 4 days. 4 days, sunod-sunod, almost an hour and a half per day, uupuan natin yan. We will flesh out how to be a very successful beginner in trading and intermediate trader, no? So upuan natin yan. I'm very, very excited on that. Tuesday na yan. Thank you, ang dami nang nagpa-register. I have 194 registrants. Pero hindi ko po pwedeng pagsabay-sabayin kayo lahat. Kaya na-notice ninyo si Coach may wave 1, may batch 1, may batch 2 waiting list na, no? So I'm more of the quality of training, not quantity. So pasensya na po kayo, may mga nag-request, sabi niya, Coach, pwede naman siguro 100 pagsabay-sabayin mo na kami, hindi po. I'd rather go with the quality of training na makukuha nyo in that love fee of 20 USDT. 20 USDT lang yan for 4 days. Tututukan natin yung learnings ninyo, and it's really gonna be very fun, guys, I'm telling you. And I hope I could see all of you there. Yung mga nakausap ko na, I replied on email. I will see all of you. Yung mga tapos na sa step 2, I will talk to all of you on Tuesday and our Zoom link, no? Antayin nyo yung ating welcome kit packet over email. Marami yun. Meron dong pre-work. Ang daming gagawin doon. Merong Zoom ID, etc., etc., that you could actually use, no, for the Tuesday meeting. Anyways, so thank you for that. And then let's go with the other. Before we go with the Miranda Minor Real Talk, no? Ayan, so sandali lang. So basahin natin. Hello, Coach Evander. Hey, team no skip ads. Thank you, Evander, ha. Super thank you sa team mo, ha. Alright. Albert, yan. Lagi si Albert yan sa atin. Ang bilis ng pag-grow natin, Coach. Yan. At sa atin lahat yan, guys. Hindi lang kay Coach yan. To God be the glory. Okay? Silver play button this year. Amen. We claim that. Mon Santos, deserve mo million subscribers. Wow. Nakatouch naman ng mga... anong nakain nyo na ngayong Friday? Ha? Kayo lahat, ha? Ha? Ayun ang gusto ko sa inyo, Alam nyo, guys, isa sa mga... One of the things that really make me really push harder every day. Every day, totoo to, walang steer to, no? Pag nakikita ko yung paano kayo nagtutulungan, no? Alam niyo yun, you guys help each other in Facebook, in groups, no? And paano kayo nagtutulungan sa Discord. Sobrang nakaka-bless makita na a trading community like this, no? And ang goal ko is hindi siya magbago kahit mag 20,000 members na tayo. The culture of malasakit and the culture of tulungan is gonna be there, no? May mga nakikita na tayong here and there na mga potential negative, mga tumutubong sungay, and the great moderators, the family of moderators are all here to mitigate that, no? Kaya nga, again, shout out sa ating mga moderators. Thank you guys. Ang dami-dami na natin, and nagustuhan ko yung post ni kanina ni Kuya Rad, no? Thank you sa post mo, nakaka-good vibes naman. All right. Okay. And then, Team UAE, please PM nyo po ako. Buo sana tayong batch for class kay Coach. Oh, mas maganda yung Team UAE, ah. Yan, maganda yan. Alright. Hit natin ng gold button. Wow. Team goals. Pa-shoutout kay Boss MG. Nanonood daw, Coach. Okay. Hello, Team Boss MG. Hello. Paano makapasok sa Miranda University? Tingnan nyo po yung description link ng ating video today. Andiyan po lahat yung how to enter the university. Alright. Team Ipit, mag-ingay daw kay Proopy, sabi niya. Teka lang ah. So, alright, let's start na tayo, no? Okay, mag-start tayo ng mabilis. Real talk. Real talk moments tayo today, no? Real talk with Coach Miranda Minor, no? Kanina nag-post tayo ng Real Talk Fridays, no? I just wanted to reinforce a couple of things sa inyo. Alright? Just give me a couple of minutes to listen, no? Alright, sabi dito sa aking Real Talk, number one, habits are personal. Okay, habits are the cousins of your ego, no? Ang habit kasi nakuha mo 'yan nung bata ka pa because of your social environment, of your family environment, of your neighborhood, of your school. Habit is actually formed because of the psychological factors that are reinforcing. Kumbaga, ito yung mga factors that are reinforcing things to your brain and it becomes a habit. For example, nail biting is a habit, no? Involuntary muscle movements, those are by physiological habits, right? Pagmumura, no, those are habits, no, because you feel that it's okay to do it, no. There are so many types of habits, no. In the trading environment, there are also other habits. Okay, maraming klaseng habits na pwede kang makita. For example, you do not trade because you don't trade until you see someone to imitate. Okay? You don't trade because it hurts your feelings. Ayaw mo na hurt yung feelings mo. Gusto mo tama ka lagi. No? So, habits are personal. No, it's actually enclosed within your core. Kung ano yung pagkatao mo, dinadala mo yon. For example, gusto mo yung marami kang ginagawa, kumakain ka, nag-multitask ka, nag-trade ka, that's your habit. And I cannot remove that from you. In fact, if someone tries to remove your habit from you, two things will happen. Either you will resist the change or you will adjust yourself and evolve. Right? How do things react into a stimuli? If there's a stimulus, you react. Diba? So habits are personal and oftentimes it's a cousin of your ego, kamag-anak ng ego 'yan. At pag binago ko yung habit mo, maaaring mangyari na ma-hurt ko ang ego mo. Right? Ma-hurt ang ego mo. And that's perfectly normal. May mga taong matataas ang ego and normally, often than not, in the trading community, it's common. It's common. Because karamihan sa lahat ng mga traders, right, it's a culture of validation. It's a culture of validation. Pag tama ako, sundin mo ko. Right? Kapag tama ka, susundin kita. It's a culture of validation, right? But that's not the culture that we want to train you. It's a culture of understanding ano ba ang mahirap, ano ba yung weakness mo as a trader. Ano yung weakness mo as a trader from a habit perspective and we need to change that. For example, trade ka ng trade, hindi mo naman alam, hindi mo gina-journal, hindi mo alam kung ano ba yung, paano ka nanalo. Diba? So it becomes a hit and miss. Alright? And many often than not, people that are egotistical against the market, sila yung mga non-profitable. And if they become non-profitable, they end up bashing the community because they feel they're alone. And if they bash the community, they end up on that vicious cycle. They end up on that vicious cycle because people feel that, okay, ako lang yung mag-isa, ako yung natatalo, bakit ang dami nagpo-profit sa Team Miranda Minor Profitable Team? Bakit ako hindi? Because you're not changing your habit. You're not open to change. Sinasalag mo yung change. Diba? So, if you're willing to learn and you wanted to understand the winning system, then you need to be able to be open for changes. You need to be able to challenge yourself. Hindi ka po pwedeng, okay, so let me just do my own style. 'Di ba? And most often than not, experienced traders become really non-profitable and they end up being the negatrons of the community because they don't win. Because they don't win. Okay? Hit type 1 if you agree. Type 1 if you agree with Coach Miranda Minor. Diba? And even if I don't say type 1, just say type 1 lang if you agree with what I'm trying to say. Diba? So I challenge you as a trader. I challenge you. Are you the trader that's willing to learn and build a winning habit? Or are you a trader that would continue with your habit that's continue to making you lose your trades? Okay? And then as a newbie, di ba? Dapat you should not be asking your first question. As a newbie, your first should be a statement. Sabi ko dito, as a newbie, your first question should be a statement. The statement should say, I am willing to learn. I am willing to learn. Because if you're a newbie and the first question na lumabas sa bibig mo is, anong magandang pasukan today na trade? That's a perfect recipe for disaster. That's a perfect recipe for disaster. No? Dapat newbie ka. If you're a newbie, and welcome to the newbies on this real talk, no? If you're a newbie, it should not be first question. It should be first statement, I'm willing to learn. Okay? And then, saka mo pasukan ng, alright, how can I learn? Then, i-guide kita dyan. Alright? Yon. So, many experienced traders today, they lose because their common mistake is they don't want to accept change because it hurts. Totoo naman yun eh. Totoo yun. It hurts. Right? Pag trader ka and you don't have an open mindset, eventually what happens is you end up losing. And I'm telling you, the market is the most effective way to humble you as a person. The market is the most effective reason for you to be humble. The market will humble you kahit gaano ka pa katalino. Kahit summa cum laude ka pa or you're a Latin honor graduate of a top university. You know, you came from an elite university. It doesn't care. The market doesn't care. Miss Market will humble you. It will humble you, and if you don't allow yourself to learn, it will always humble you. So guys, that's it for my short 15-minute Miranda Minor Real Talk, and I hope you learned something for today. Now, those are really our intangibles. Kaya nga kailangan ni Coach ng mga ganyang mga hugot sa inyo. Right? Because yung mga sinasabi ko nga lagi, ang technicals, madaling i-troubleshoot yan eh. Madali kong i-troubleshoot. Okay, mali yung Fibonacci mo, mali yung 0.618 mo, mali yung breakout mo. Pag behavior, ang dami kong sasabihin sa'yo. Ang behaviors ng traders ay nang mahirap i-troubleshoot. Ang fundamental analysis and technical analysis, that's easy to troubleshoot. Right? Kasi may science and art na yan eh. But yung behavior mo and me as a trader, you know, it's always the hardest one to troubleshoot. That's why I'm gonna be spending time with you guys to work on those behaviors. Okay? Alright, guys. With that said, thank you. And then let's go now with the main part of our show for today, ang ating YouTube Live official Miranda Talk. No? So let me just go there right now. Ayan. I'm actually showing and I'm reading our Real Talk post kanina sa ating Facebook groups, and tapos na tayo dyan, no? Alright, we have so many good headlines today. Alright, we have so many headlines today. Let me just try to move my screen. Just give me a second. Okay, alright, okay, let's move on. Oops. Okay, alright, let's move on, no? Alright. Okay, let's move on. Okay, thank you for that. I need to adjust something here on my screen. Okay, ang ating big topic today is bakit bumagsak si BTC. Ang sabi dun sa post kanina, si Galamax daw may dahilan niyan. Sabi nung nag-chat kanina. Alright, okay, let's move into that. No, there's a lot of news today, and a lot of things I'd like to make sure you guys are updated and aware, no? Let's try to just click on my screen here. I'm sure you probably have known already, one of the biggest drivers today is obviously yung Twitter post ni Elon Musk. Have you guys all seen that? If not, we will go through with that post today. Ayan. So nag-post siya 8 hours ago. Ang sabi niya sa post niya, it's a breakup post. It's a breakup meme in Facebook, in Twitter. Sabi niya, sabi niya, Bitcoin and broken-hearted. I know I said it would be over between us if you quote another Linkin Park song, but I've found someone else. So in the end, it didn't even matter. And sabi niya itong post na to, I miss you. Mga ganyang post, no? So, ang unang-unang question dyan is, does it change the fundamentals of the coin? Right? Does it change the fundamentals of the coin by simply getting a tweet like that? Diba? A tweet like that, does that change the fundamentals of the coin? And my short and long answer is absolutely not. No? Bitcoin is still Bitcoin. Unfortunately, a lot of the, let me try to chart this right now, a lot of the traders or retailers are actually, affected by negative optics or emotions, no? Nagtuloy-tuloy and people were on a panic mode again. No? So, later we will chart where's going to be the potential good entry, no? A potential good entry point. But before we go with that, no, let me just go with our normal readouts of our top cryptocurrency updates today, no? After this, let me just quickly open. Okay, just give me a second. Yan, so nagkaroon ng different types of emotions yung market because yung post ni Elon Musk, you know. And more of those information have been circulating around social media. And by the way, meron din tayong update sa social media space sa Philippines news today, no. If I could just get my computer load up. Just give me a second. And so circulating all around, 132,000 likes, 23,000 retweets, and almost 40,000 mentions of that tweet, which is crazy day. We will talk about where to potentially enter, and then let me just try to open this tab. Just give me a second, guys. Okay, balik tayo dyan. Let's go with the other news for the day. Alright, you guys know that Philippines leading mobile wallet explores possible crypto offering. So, of course, GCash. We're planning to join such other major payment firms such as PayPal and Square in addressing growing demand for cryptocurrency services. This is really a good news, guys. This is really a good news. GCash President and CEO Martha Sazon said her company is considering offering the ability to buy, sell, and store crypto. GCash currently offers users the ability to remit in crypto from Canada and the Philippines using TEL or TEL, the native crypto of the mobile remittance network Telcoin built on Ethereum. It does not offer the option to buy or sell crypto via its app. Okay? This is really a good news, no? Obviously, it will be a start of that trend. There is a big company that's going to start doing this from a adoption standpoint, and I'm sure that it could potentially start the local adoption. And I'm sure probably you guys have seen, no? Ang daming mga banks ngayon ang hindi tumatanggap ngayon ng deposits on cryptocurrency. And you guys know why? Because ang taas ng chargeback rate for credit cards. Ang taas ng chargeback rate sa credit card. I mean, ang daming mga taong disputes. They dispute the credit card charges because after na nag-deposit sila and natalo yung funds nila, they will call the bank and say, hey, this is not a legitimate transaction. That's why the banks themselves now are stopping credit card utilization for deposits. I think even debit cards, selected banks na lang ngayon, So because of this, I think this would potentially start a good ripple effect from a good news standpoint, no? And it would actually help some people to obviously open up the adoption. Ang pinaka-dream natin, ang dream ni Coach Miranda Miner is hoping that whenever you go, when you go to a bank, no? Pwede mo nang sabihin, hey, Miss Teller, can I deposit 2 Bitcoins? Diba? 2 Bitcoins. Can I deposit 1,000 Dogecoins, diba? I mean, that's gonna be our goal that banks are starting to open because international banks like yung other banks na mentioned natin a week ago, There are a lot of states in the United States right now who are actually trying to put a legislation or a Magna Carta for digital asset customers, no? Kailangan kasi ng ganyan. They need to build the rights of the consumers para kung meron kang potential regulation, no? Although allergic dyan ang cryptocurrency because it's built on the core of decentralization, right? But at least slowly but surely the adoption of the cryptocurrency is becoming a worldwide acceptable currency, right? So I think this is really a good news ito, and we will further look into this. Sabi dito, GCash is the country's top mobile wallet platform, servicing 40 million users, representing roughly 40% of the Filipino population. No? So yan, they said that they will continue to innovate and provide relevant and accessible financial services for all, Sazon said. So let's all wait for this. Is really a good news. Ang sarap pakinggan, really, really good news, and looking forward for more information and updates, okay? Alright, ito nakakatawang update to, no? Sabi dito, Chinese state media indicates China is not banning crypto trading. So it's interesting, no? I mean, di ba ang headline nila before, they're gonna be banning it, but now they don't. Is it another PR release, no? Or is it another, positive PR release just to kind of drive, no, the positive acceptance or optics for the coin? It's crazy news nowadays. You could imagine what coins could do, no? No, I mean it's those moments where you think that ano ba tong mga news na to? I mean, do they even affect the price, no? Kasi sometimes the news are not affecting the price. Sometimes it's the tweets that are affecting the price. It's the tweet, hindi na yung news eh. No? And quite frankly, that's the major difference of crypto with the stocks. Actually, medyo maganda ang performance ng PSEI ngayon for the past couple of days. May pagka-bullish. No? Nag-paper gain na yung mga positions natin dyan. No? Si dito, from 7.50, umabot na ng almost 10 pesos nung isang araw. No? DDMPR is a bit flat. Pero si Mond Nissen, I'm not sure if you guys have heard, no, if you're also into stocks. No, Mond Nissen already had their IPO. No, nag-IPO sila. Ang laki ng... ang IPO price nila was around 14 pesos if I'm not mistaken, pero they ended the trading day of almost 13 point something. So hindi siya tulad ng mga lumilipad ni Injapsia. Lumilipad yung mga stocks niya nung, for example, yung Mary Mart niya nagsimula ng 1 peso natapos ng 5 pesos no. So tayo kumita ng malaki nung former IPO nila. No, we earned a lot there, and then we also earned on the Mary Mart, and then one more IPO, no? IPO is one of our expertise in terms of trading, so we earn a lot on that. Anyways, so this is quite interesting. All right. Okay, let's now quickly go on with our currency reviews, no? Ayan. So Bitcoin actually fell to a 36,000 level, although it's still holding strong. Hindi na tulad before, bumapalo ng 28,000, 29,000. There's still a silver lining here, no? There's still a silver lining at $36,000. Kahit mag-tweet na si Elon, hindi na umaabot ng almost 30,000 or low 30,000s ang performance ng Bitcoin, which is quite of a good news for me. At nasalo din yan ng retracements natin, no? Alright, Ethereum 2636. It used to be at 28, almost 3,000. But still on a 7-day trend, it's still positive at 7.3, and Bitcoin is still positive at 3%. Binance Coin went down to 379, kahapon nasa 400 plus ito. But still on a 7-day trend, they're still almost at 20% or 1/5 of 100%. Within the day, it also fell, kasama ng Bitcoin. When Bitcoin dipped, almost everyone also fell, no? Ang nangyari, parang nag-backfire kay Dodge yung tweet ni Elon eh. Parang may mga, what I'm noticing is may mga nagalit na whales na sa mga pronouncements ni Elon, nag-withdraw sa Dogecoin, and Dogecoin also suffered a loss. Teka lang, let me adjust my ano. they also suffered a loss. Hang on na guys. Hang on a second. Okay. Ayan, I'm just adjusting my headset. All right. It suffered a loss, parang nag-backfire, you know? That's what I'm noticing. So because of that tweet, Dogecoin, that is supposed to be getting positive optics or momentum kasi nakapag-break si Elon kay Bitcoin, but Dogecoin even went further downwards, no? And then, kahit na kakalist pa lang nila sa Coinbase Pro, ang bilis nga ng listing nila, almost one day lang. Normally, it takes weeks eh. Ang bilis na, pagka-announce ng Coinbase Pro, biglang pumasok si Dogecoin almost the next day, no? So that really helped push the coin upwards. But you know, why is Dogecoin going downwards? Because there's sort of a movement here where, you know, people who are whales on Doge na apektuhan sa BTC are actually complaining, no? Kumbaga sort of affected sila nung drop ni BTC sa mga ganyang mga tweets ni Elon, and apparently what happened ultimately was nag-backfire sa Dogecoin, no? It backfired there. Anyways, Dogecoin is down 0.36. Do I think it's gonna be further down? We will chart later on, no? But net overall, the positive 7 days of the top 10 coins are still all positive. All right, and obviously there is a impact of Bitcoin when it goes down. It would try to bring down some of the coins as well, no? So Dogecoin is negative 15% for the day, although it's still up positive 18% for the week. XRP is down at 0.94. Bargain sale used to be 1.05, and then still 10.94 up for the past 7 days. Polkadot is actually up at 20.51% for the past 7 days, although it's down negative 12.41%. Let's jump to Uniswap, 26.07 dollars, negative 9.80% for the past 24 hours, and then 3.79% for the past 7 days. ICP had a bull run kahapon, except that na hagip din yan ng BTC drop natin. Ang ganda ng ICP kahapon, nag-breakout yan. Although as of 24 hours, it's only at 0.97 and then negative 2.39 for the past 7 days. Let's try to go with Litecoin. Also affected by the volatility of Bitcoin, although 7 days is still good. Polygon Matic is at 1.62. Ito galing 1.82 to or almost 1.9, you know. I don't think this is driven by the fundamentals of the coin, but this is the market reacting to the price action. All right, Solana is very still solid at 27.8% for the past 7 days. If you left your money here for the last, if you left your money here 1 week ago, your money would have earned 27% already, which is really crazy, no? Really crazy. Tether is the same, 11.84% for the past 7 days, 3.79% for the past 24 hours. VET is at 23.94% for the past 7 days. For today, it's down negative 3.34%. ETC is significantly down at 63. Obviously, yung ETH is down at 8.05%, and ETC is obviously, ayan. Guys, can you hear me well? Can you confirm, because I'm hearing an echo? Let me know if you can hear me well. I think this one is better now. I could hear myself. Can you guys type 1 if you could hear me well? Okay, good. Okay, I'm clear naman. Thanks, Richard. Okay. All right. Okay, so Polygon, 11.94 as I was saying. But for ETC, as what I've said, no, affected by the ETH drop as well. So ETC is at negative 9.95%. For the past 7 days, it's at 4.12%. AAV, 7 days, 10.43. Past 24 hours, 11.10%. Shiba Inu, kahapon nagkaroon ng 1 ito sa dulo. Ngayon, bumalik sa kanyang pinanggalingan, you know? But still, 7 days is up at 13.63%. Okay, let us move on with our charting. No? Let me just quickly go with, may nag-question kasi nito. no? May nag-question kanina on Ethereum 2.0. Ethereum 2.0. No? I-discuss ko lang na mabilis ang Ethereum 2.0. Ang Ethereum 2.0 is actually a plan of Ethereum to go on a direction of, just give me a second. Yeah, it plans to go on, Ethereum 2.0 has a plan to go on a full proof of stake by 2022. So tatlong phases yan, no? Phase number 1 is natapos na yan, no? They were able to accumulate enough number of Ethereum to do your number 1, your level 1, phase 1. Phase 1 was done on December 2020. And then merong phase 1.5, which is gonna be this year, 2021. And then Ethereum 2.0 is gonna be done on 2022. Ang ginagawa ng Ethereum 2.0 is obviously i-move lahat ng kanyang proof of work to be proof of stake, no? And sinabi ko din yan for the past couple of lives natin. Marami ng versions ngayon ng mining, no? Merong proof of work, may proof of stake, and may proof of space, no? Yung proof of space naman, ang laro naman dyan is you will have different types of hard drives like 2 terabytes, 4 terabytes, yung mga terabytes hard drives. And that's where you will plant. Have you guys heard of the chia seeds? Yan, you're gonna be planting and farming, no? That's why they need a space to put that, no? So there's now proof of work, proof of stake, and proof of space. Different types of they're introducing different types of blockchain ledgering right now, no? All right. So si Binance, nagkaroon siya ng model wherein around early 2020 nagkaroon siya ng promotion wherein you could actually start earning by using ETH 2.0 staking. Okay, click natin to ha. Si ETH 2.0 staking, this is one of the features wherein you can Binance is actually telling you that you could earn by means of staking your coins, no? Talagay dito, safe and secure ETH staking up to 20% annual performance yield. Okay? So, explain ko lang ito na mabilis, ha? Okay. Tandaan ninyo na kapag ito yung graph na ito, kapag konti pa lang ang nagsistake ng pera, you could earn 21.6%. Pero habang dumadami ang nagsistake ng pera, lumiliit na ang annual performance yield to as low as 5%. Okay? As low as 5%. So it doesn't always mean that if you stake your money, you could earn 20% guaranteed. Make sense? Okay? And then, ang staking kasi merong risk, no? Ang ginagawa ni Binance bilang centralized exchange, ang sinasabi niya sa'yo, let me take the risk, okay, of kasi risk of of your money being held for a long time. That's one of the risks. Kasi nga, 2022 pa yung, the staking will finish at 2022. The Ethereum 2.0 will finish by 2020. Will start with 2022. Diba? So what does that mean is your money will be locked. So for your money not to be locked, Binance will take that for you. Kailangan mo lang mag-stake ng pera mo and in return, they will give you percentages of earnings. How do they earn? Kahapon sa live natin, diniscuss ko yan, na kapag ikaw ay validator, you actually earn weekly. Weekly being a validator, you apply to that. You could actually go directly to ethereum.org to be a validator. Kung meron kang sigurong billion pesos, you could go there. But obviously, for retailers to participate on staking, you just need to go to Binance and stake your money or Ethereum, no? Here is the deal. Here's the deal. While Binance will take the risk for you, it doesn't mean that it's completely risk-free. Okay? If you do this, and start to do, if you do this, let us do this right now. For example, Ethereum 2.0 staking, no? If we do that, and when you click that, let's click on stake. it would actually give you another caveat to say there is potentially going to be risks. Okay, are you willing to accept terms and conditions? Blah, 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 blah. And if you're willing to accept that, if you click to stake now, and then you will be needing to accept that caveat. So don't always think it's risk-free. Kahit si CZ na mismo nagsabi sa kanyang mga YouTube live, I think 2 weeks ago, sabi niya, people who are thinking staking is risk-free is out of their mind. Right? And then, during this time, how do Binance pay you? They pay you through a tokenized ETH version called BETH. Right? So yan, we regularly distribute on-chain rewards to all participants based on the BETH positions. No? You guys gotta remember, if your position is in spot, you don't earn interest when you're in spot, ha? You earn through the volatility of the coin, of course. But if you put your money on stake, that's where you earn APYs or annual performance yield. Okay? So ang bet na yan, it's actually a tokenized version of ETH. Okay? Ayan, so rewards distribution, we regularly distribute on-chain rewards to all participants based on the positions. The on-chain rewards will be distributed in the form of BETH to user spot accounts. BETH is again a tokenized version of ETH. Alright? Okay, you can redeem your ETH once the first phase is complete and ETH 2.0 implements shard chains. Meanwhile, you can swap BETH to ETH on a one-to-one basis and receive the amount equivalent to your current BETH amount. No? So let's not confuse ourselves on, okay, if I have ETH in my spot, will I earn interest? No. Okay? Let's not confuse ourselves there. So all that I'm trying to say is when you are doing ETH 2.0 staking, there is good potential yield, but there's also a potential risk. Okay? Meron akong gagawing video. We will do a staking 2.0 video for you para makita ninyo a walkthrough of an ETH 2.0 staking. We already did a staking in one of our videos. We also had B swaps that we're able to do already in one of our videos, no? And flexible savings. So makita nyo rin doon how to execute. But it just so happened that 2.0 is a way for you to stake on the upcoming ETH 2.0 promotion ni Binance. Okay? Okay, let's now move on. Let's go with our charting na. I think we're downward 20 minutes na, no? And then we will go with the questions and answers later on. So let's just remove the RSIs for now and the MACDs for now. Okay, let me just remove this. Okay, no, so this is the chart on a 1 hour pattern. Let me just quickly draw a box here. Hang on a second. This is not the box we're trying to draw. Okay. Okay. So one of the bottom box is this one. Okay, it's giving a range, no? And then if you did a Fibonacci on this area, obviously nabasag na yan, no? So let me just do a quick fib here. Pag ginawa niyo yung fib na yan, okay, nabasag na yung 0.618. I'm sure that you have already exited, no? Kasi if bumaba ka ng 15 minutes, okay, bumaba ka ng 15 minutes, see, meron ng exit ng candle. And then, ang sabi natin sa inyo, no, ang sabi natin, kapag merong major volume, such as like this, no, like this one, look at this red crayon, no? This is a sign of a reversal, right? This is a sign of a potential reversal. And true enough, you know, pag nakakita ka ng ganyang bounce, tapos ang volume ganito lang ganyang testing of the support. Tapos ganito lang kaliit yung volume. Look at this, ganyan. Yan, yung mga ganyang kaliliit lang, it doesn't make any sense, no? It doesn't hold any water, no? But if it's actually as big as this, let's look at the history of this volume. Ayan, no? So medyo malabo lang pero let me try to look for a volume here. Let's try to adjust the volume. Ayan. Kita nyo, no? So, if you look at the historical, this is one of an outlier volume. This is the red volume. 'Di ba? One of the outlier volume, yung taas ng ng crayon niya. Oh. Although hindi pa rin niya binabasa, hindi pa rin niya it doesn't still beat the volume that you saw here. Look at that volume. 'Di ba? It significantly brought down the price, right? But this is a significant volume compared to the actual trend for the past couple of weeks, no? So because that is the trend of the volume, like here, no, nakita nyo, sobrang taas ng green volume na to, itong green candle na to. Then there's a potential for the coin to further go higher, no? Further go higher, right? And now there's a significant buying pressure, that's what you could see, right? Beating the historical trend of the volume, then there's a tendency for your 0.618 to get broken. Okay, to get broken. And sinubukan pa niyang labanan dito, hindi niya nakinaya, nauntog pa rin sa 0.618. You know, sinubukan niya yung labanan dyan sa points. Hindi pa rin niya kinaya yan. Alright? So, where do you now enter? Where do you now enter using this, no? So, if this is your Fibonacci's, then what you need to do now is let's remove all of this. Okay. So this is your retracement, this is your impulse. So let's try to do your baliktad na Fibonacci. Sorry, let's do a reverse retracement from your up to the bottom, which is this one. Okay. So if this one tries to break out the 0.618 area, then there's a potential for this coin to recover and go further upwards, no? Go further upwards yan. That is going to be for the short-term trend for the 15 minutes. If you go to a 1 hour, tanggalin natin tong fib na to. Let us try to include this one. Okay. Antibay ni 0.618. Okay. Let us try to do this one, right? So it can, let me remove this box. Okay. It can potentially bounce. Actually, nag-bounce na yung una dito. Yung nag-bounce na siya. Oh. It can potentially, pwede siyang masalag ni 36,152. Pwede siyang salagin ni 36,152. This one. So bumuo siya dito ng obviously ng higher high candles, but nag-bounce yan, bumagsak dito pero sinalo ng 0.618, tumaas pa, sinalo ng 0.382, tumaas pa lalo, pinakadulo, pero na-break na yung 0.382, na-break yung 0.5. Now trying to test the 0.618, no. So tingnan natin kung kaya niyang saluhin yan. Kung masasalo niya yan, and then if you look at the historical, no, if you look at the bigger picture, talagang ito nagko-consolidate na talaga tong si Fibonacci, no. If you look at this one, buti nga yung negative volume hindi na kasing laki ng ganito, guys. So remember when Elon was tweeting yung mga ganyang kahahabang negative sales volume, people are dumping. Ito, at least kahit pa paano nare-recover, kahit mag-tweet man siya, if you zoom out of the trend, mag-tweet man si Elon, hindi na ganun kalaki yung bentahe sa kanya. Pero of course, meron pa rin mga nagre-react sa kanyang tweets, no? Pero if you've noticed, unlike itong mga areas na to, if you guys would have noticed this, no? Yung mga ganyang kalalaking crayons, do you guys notice that? Let's try to change the color. Let's change it to orange. To green. Kita niyo yung mga, Yeah, kita yung green. Let's do, ayan. Diba? Sunod-sunod yan eh. Yung China FUD, yung Office of the Currency Control, yung China banning, yung Elon tweet. Nagsunod-sunod dyan, no? And look at those market capitulating. But right now, bumabagsak man siya, ang liliit na ng volume. Although it's above average, but it doesn't look like as big as this one na. No? So talagang meron na siyang tinatawag na pagko-consolidate here, no? Pagko-consolidate. Let's see. We're just waiting for a big jump, a big green candle, and this could further be already the markup based on our wick-off theory, no? And then let's go with parallel channel real quick because chinart din natin ito before. Sorry, let's do a trend line. Nabasag niya na yan, no? So, sabi ko nga kanina, kailangan lang niyang saluhin ng 0.618 na sinabi natin kanina. Yung 0.618, this area, no? Kailangan mag-bounce yan dito, this particular area. 37K level. Right, 37K level, yan. Around that area. Kailangan mag-bounce yan dyan. Marami na nag-bounce dyan eh. Tingnan nyo to, guys. Tingnan nyo tong area na to. This one, diba? It's common bounce area, but we'll see. We'll see if this will hold, no? We'll see. Still, try to look for other potential bounce points, no? But obviously, look at the volume as well. And then, sabihin ko lang, no, I'm gonna be ginawa natin ng video yung ating lecture kahapon because there are some people, pag bumubulusok pataas yung price, they don't know when and where to enter. So ginawa natin and sorry, I made this a pure English video. Guys, pure English ha. I made a pure English video on this because I received some comments that we have foreigner visitors already in our page. And they don't sabi nila, I understand your English but in the middle you talk in some weird language. Sabi ba naman sa akin, you talk on some weird language daw. So this time, but I made it slow para maunawaan niyo. Here Coach Miranda Minor on this video talk in straight English. Tingnan niyo kung pwede na. And sinubukan natin, no? Talaga nag-nosebleed tayo dyan. We tried our best to speak in the straight English language and sana at least maka-accommodate din tayo ng other markets such as the English-speaking market. Okay, kasi marami from India, from Singapore, from Malaysia. We also have other listeners there now. So we tried to make it English version. But if we could use this live session every 5 o'clock and 10 o'clock for me to do the Taglish version. Okay? Okay ba yun, guys? Is that okay? All right. Okay. Oo nga, sabi ba naman Ace, weird language daw? Sabi ko itong mga to. Siguro when we hear their language, we'd probably call them weird language as well, no? Yan. So, I'm actually trying to do a CC. No, I'm doing a subtitle talaga. Ang sabi sa akin ni YouTube, you need to type your CC. So, type ko daw lahat yung buong 12 minutes kong video. I will type daw my entire video. Sabi ko, kumbaga perong isipin mo, would you feel offended? Would you feel offended because someone called your language? Isip ko na lang, language is dynamic. Baka talagang hindi nyo nauunawaan, di ba? So, let's just try to understand. No? And right now, sabi ko nga, ginawan ko ng video. Pure English yan, ha? Tingnan nyo guys kung makakasabay kayo. Pure English. Anyways, alright. Alam, sabi ni Jetro, di umalis daw sila. Wow. Ano lang paalisin? Kasi pag naiinis sila guys, pag naiinis yung mga yan, nanggugulo sa chat room yan. Nanggugulo sila sa chat room. Sabi nila, oh, you don't speak English. Tapos, gumura na yan. Diba? Alright. Actually, yan, si CZ nga daw nasa chat room eh. All right, sige guys. Let's do some question and answer, no? So, for the interest of time, we're down to 8 minutes. Let me just try to look at any questions that we have on the screen. How many viewers do we have? Oh, parang all-time high, 286. Thank you guys, ha. Thank you for listening. We almost have 300 viewers today. Wala pang Facebook yan, no? Thank you. Let me try to do a question and answer. Type your questions in the chat room for us to be able to answer, no? Us to be able to answer. Okay, let's try to read your comments. So, kanina coach, nag-all-time high 305 viewers. Ah, wow. Okay, thank you, Kenneth, for monitoring. Emma MacD RSI for scalping. Evander coach, why VET is still high despite the hindi ka mabasa. BTC dump. Carlos, sir, risky na po ba kung now pa lang papasok sa BTC? Are you trading BTC down? Are you trading BTC down sa spot? Yung nag-comment, can you reply back? Evander Santiago, from 100 to 300 na yung nagwa-watch every live. Oo nga, naalala mo ba yung Evander? 100 lang before, no? Thank you guys, ha? Ano ang risk ng 2.0 staking? Ang risk niyan is, unang-una pag nasira yung validator. Kasi di ba, ang sabi ko dun sa video natin, when you're actually staking, there are nodes. There are around 900 nodes. Nodes lang, NODES or supercomputers that can validate. Ang validation kasi ng proof of staking, there is a risk na ma-slash or masira yung current na chain or yung blockchain, yung chain na ginagawa niya sa ledgering. Pag nasira yun, mawawala lahat na nakastake na pera. That is the risk. That is the risk, 'di ba? Kasi you're trying to do a proof of staking, so by putting money as a way to the power of staking, the power of money to form a blockchain or a ledger to a chain. 'Di ba? May supercomputer, may pera. Pag nasira yung ginagawa nilang current ledger, that masa-slash, ang technical word is slashing. Na-slash yung current ledger. Wala na lahat yung perang yon. So ang pinapangako ni Binance, they can take care of the potential risk for you, pero hindi ka fully risk free kasi if you open yung 2.0 staking nila, ang haba ng terms and conditions nila, basahin niyo yung item number 5, ha. Yung item number 5 and yung pinaka last item actually. Nakalagay doon yung pinaka force majeure statement nila na pag may nangyari, hindi namin pananagutan yung pera mo. So ganun. Although obviously wala pa naman silang ganung mga cases, pero hindi siya fully guilt-free or risk-free ang 2.0 staking. Okay? Alright. Hashtag Ask Coach Miranda, what are your thoughts on Axie Infinity? Mag-research pa tayo dyan. Sige, we will check on that. Nestor, congrats Coach. Thank you. Oy guys, i-promote natin. Oh, tama. Guys, tomorrow, kala ko tonight na yun. Na-excite tuloy ako. Tomorrow is gonna be the Saturday night live of Galamax, no? Galamax and Mr. Hollow Block. No? Tomorrow na yan. Tingnan natin ano kayang mangyayari sa Saturday night live bukas. Tsaka na-receive ko na yung recorded. Kailangan kong baguhin yung music, sorry. Na-receive ko na yung recorded interview ni Hollow Block, no? So, pakinggan nyo yan bukas. Naka-record tayo. We will be doing yan. I'm changing my screen right now. Just wait for Galamax and Hollow Block Crypto Nights. No? Naka-ready na tayo dyan bukas. And I'm looking forward. Are you guys ready? Are you ready to listen to Galamax tomorrow night, 10 o'clock? I'm super ready na ako. 'Di ba? Bakit sumakit yung ngipin mo? Nako. Tapos i-message ko yung ka-love team mo, papaatinin ko, wag kang mag-alala, May message natin 'yan, no? Ano pong settings niyo sa scalping coach? Sa RSI 14 po ba? Ang scalping ko, if you go with my scalping video, Ang aking scalping settings is ALMA 20.8 and 8, EMA 9 close, and CCI default. If I do parabolic scalping, I do RSI 14. RSI 14 on a 3-minute or a 5-minute time frame. I use RSI and I use BB as my overlay. And I add MACD sometimes to confirm the trend, no? How to buy high and sell higher. So, yon. So, you could use that as a confirmation indicator. Pero RSI 14 if you're using RSI, correct? What's the best coin to stake right now? Sinabi ko tong comment na to sa sa isa kong video, how to stake currencies. Makikita mo yan doon, ano yung mga considerations and ano yung pwede mong ilagay sa liquidity pool, ano yung pwede mong i-stake. Basta ang pinakasagot lang dyan, dapat hindi sobrang volatile ng coin mo. Kasi pwedeng masira yung interest rate mo sa pagbagsak ng value ng currency. Imbis na kumita ka, natalo ka pa kasi bumagsak yung currency value mo. Diba? Alright. Aris, salamat po coach. I love you. I love you too guys. I love you. I love you. Spender Sarapen, hashtag Galamash. Hashtag Galamash, wow. Galamax, mag-uusap tayo before ng live. I-interviewin kita na merong video ka, ha? So make sure ihanda mo yung phone and I will interview you over camera capture. So yan, antabayan na natin. Alright. Okay, let's go with anong oras na ba? One more question. Ang bilis ng chat. Teka lang, maghanap tayo ng question. Coach, magkano pinakamalaking loss mo sa trading at bakit po kayo natalo? Magandang tanong yan. Nako, sasagutin ko sana yan sa sa Elite University. Maganda yung hugot ni Coach doon para pwede bang i-reserve ko na lang sa Elite University yan? Kasi doon baka ma-spoil yung mga matututo So doon na lang, bigyan na lang kita ng idea. So si Coach, ang pinakamalaking natalo niya many years ago is umabot ng 300,000. Kasi ang aking capital on stock market is almost 1.2 million. So sabi mo mga 30 or 35%. But those are paper losses. Okay? Those are paper losses. Yung mga baguhan ako talaga na years ago, umaabot ako ng mga 10,000, ganyan, yung mga loss ni Coach. Pero I will, again, as I've said, I will reserve the discussion, medyo juicy ang discussion na yan sa ating Elite University para marinig nyo lahat in detail. Kasi may istorya si Coach dyan ha? Alright? Ayan, sana nasagot ko yung tanong mo. Alright. Ikaw din, Coach, dapat may face reveal. Yung face reveal natin, sabi ko nga sa inyo kailangan muna tayo, what's this? Ano ba sabi ko, Rad? Ano ba sabi ko sa mga moderators ko? Ano ba yung challenge ko? 20K ba yung challenge ko? Coach, pag 500 views bukas, raffle ng 2. Of course, mag-raffle tayo ng mug. Sige. Mag-raffle ako ng mugs for free. Sige. 2. Tapos ang mananalo, mamaya meron tayong quiz guys ha. Umatin kayo ng 10 o'clock. Sobrang saya nito. Wala kayong download, naka-browser URL lang. Tapos you can participate sa game. I'll just give you a pin number. Participate kayo, mananalo ng mug. Okay? 100K ba yon, Boss Judex? Yung mga moderators? 100K ba yung sinabi ko? Deal? 100K? O sige, wag nyo lang ako papasayawin sa sa TikTok. 10K lang ba yun, Wari? 10K lang daw. Alam nyo guys, magluluto na lang si Coach. Magiging na lang tayo, Crypto Nights with panglasang Pinoy host. Ganun na lang siguro gawin natin. Para hindi na tayo mabot ng 100,000. Magluto na lang tayo ng adobo, ganyan. Magluto na tayo ng adobo. Ayan. And my daughter is here. She saw the moon. All right. Okay. Hey guys, it's fun to always be here. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagsama sa akin. It's already 6 o'clock, no? Face reveal, Mongo Coach. Yes, Mongo Friday ngayon, Mongo Friday. All right. Sige. So we will do a game later on ng 10 o'clock. Okay? Alright, magra-raffle tayo ng mug. Tapos, may mga nagre-request kasi para madalian si Coach, hindi lang naman ako I'm not the ones doing this. I'm asking the help of a merchant, no. So, nagpo-propose siya sa akin ng mga mga t-shirts. So, I will show to you guys the designs. You guys will vote. Kung ano yung manalong design, yun ang po-produce natin na Miranda Minor shirt, ha? Anyways, guys, see you at the 10 o'clock. I love all of you. I love you. And then I will talk to you guys at 10 o'clock tonight. Ihandaan nyo yung inyong mga game cellphone na mag-quiz tayo mamaya. It's a quiz contest tonight. Alright, guys. Thank you. And I love all of you. I'll talk to you at 10 o'clock.